But let's talk to the farmers themselves. At the end of the day, today it was the day of the farmers because they were the ones who had, in a way, pushed this Bandh idea. What do the farmers believe? What do they really want? Why are they protesting? Take a look.
अगर आज आप सोचेंगे कि भाई किसान जो मांग रहा है वो गलत है, तो वो गलत कैसा हो सकता है? क्योंकि वो खुद कमा रहा है, खुद बो रहा है, खुद निकल रहा है, तो उसको वो उसके खेत में का जो अनाज है उसका भाव मांग रहा है।
गलत हो सकता है सरकार का रवैया, अड़ेल रवैया। अपने देश के प्रधानमंत्री हर बात पे मन की बात करते हैं, लेकिन किसानों के साथ क्यों नहीं करते? इसमें किसान अगर गलत है तो उसको क्या सही है ये सरकार ने बताना चाहिए था।
व्यापारियों को भी नुकसान होना है। जो बड़ी बड़ी कंपनियां आएंगी वो सीधा माल खरीदेंगी, आज नहीं तो कल कम भाव पे खरीदेंगी। जमींदार भी रोएगा और व्यापारी का तो व्यापार खत्म हो जाएगा।
सरकार जी अपने कानून वापस नहीं लेगी। हम मतलब हर तरह से जो भी आदेश होंगे उनकी पालना करते हुए शहर बंद करना है या कहीं भी धरना प्रदर्शन करना है, हम सहयोग पूरा देंगे।
इस देश में किसानों की बिना मर्जी के, जो किसानों की बिना सलाह के, बिना किसानों के हित देखे 3 काले कानून इन कोरोना काल में पास कर दिए, जिसका खामियाजा आज बाजार आप देख लीजिए। समर्थन मूल्य 1868 है और गांव कहीं कोई भी इस धान को 800-900 रुपए ज्यादा खरीदने को तैयार नहीं है।
और हमारा कहना है कि जो बिल पास किया है तो एमएसपी जो है, जो चाहे वो बाड़ा वाला खरीदे, चाहे मिलर खरीदे, कोई भी खरीदे तो एमएसपी ही रेट पे बिके। यही हमको दिक्कत है। अब बताइए, यहाँ 1865 रुपए का रेट घोषित हुआ है, ठीक, और धान बिक रहा है 9 रुपया 10 रुपया में।
और शौक से कोई करता नहीं है, कोई मजबूरी है। जो काला कानून आया है उसके लिए प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं। क्या चाहते हैं? एमएसपी की गारंटी।
ना तो हमें पार्टी से बुराई है, ना विरोध है, ना कोई नेता से है विरोध, ना कोई मंत्री से है साहब। तो अपना हक मांग रहे हैं, इसलिए हम आए हैं यहाँ।
हम जा रहे थे शिवराज सिंह जी के पास पूछने कि अब आप बताएं, सड़क पे खड़े होकर बताएं कृषि कानून के फायदे क्या हैं, और हम आपको खामी गिनाते हैं। जनता के दरबार में फैसला हो ना, किसान भी सुने आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं। बंद एसी कमरे में केवल ये कहने से कि मध्य प्रदेश का किसान खुशहाल है, उसका दिल्ली आंदोलन से कोई लेना देना नहीं है, ये बात चलती है क्या?
मोदी सरकार ਦੀਆਂ ਨੀਤੀਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਲੋਕ ਦੁਖੀ ਨੇ ਔਰ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਅੰਦੋਲਨ ਦਾ ਸਮਰਥਨ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। तो ਅੱਜ ਲਗਭਗ ਕਾਮਯਾਬੀ ਨਾਲ ਬੰਦ ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਵਾ।
So those are the voices on the street. The question is, are farmers' unions united on this issue, or are they going to slowly get split wide open? I'm joined by VM Singh, National Convener, All India Kisan Sangharsh Coordination Committee, and P. Chengal Reddy, Chief Advisor, Consortium of Indian Farmers Association. VM Singh, we are told, even as we speak, that the Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, is supposedly meeting a group of farmers, farmer unions, including BKU leaders like Mr. Tiket. And there is a possibility now increasingly that some farmer leaders will not take a maximalist position of insisting of a repeal of laws. They will be ready for amendments. Am I to understand that slowly but surely the farmer unions are coming around to the fact that you need to negotiate instead of taking maximalist positions? Are the farmers split on this issue or united on the issue of repeal the laws? Nothing short of that.
The issue is very simple. The 3 laws today are dangerous laws. They need to be thrown out in the basket. And then we say, okay, fine, get a law wherein you get a guarantee for minimum support price, the purchase guarantee, and the government will purchase it, or nobody will buy for less than that. And if somebody buys for less than that, there has to be a penalty for that. Now, looking at this, all the farming associations across the country, nobody can go back on it, and nobody will go back on it. We've been saying this from the last almost 5 months now. Now the point is very simple. As you said,
there's no split, there's no divide. There's no divide. There's no divide among farmer groups on this.
I'm coming to that. Whether they want to call 40 people or 13 people. I am sitting here. My organization is the only one that's fighting in the Supreme Court and High Court for the last 25 years. Not been called. Never mind. You want to divide? We won't get divided. I have said very clearly, whatever decision the people take, whoever you want to call, we'll abide by it and go by it later and see what happens. But today, it's a unanimous decision. Whatever decision is going to be taken, everyone's going to abide by it. Government can try what they like.
Okay. Mr. Chengal Reddy, you've been someone who supported the farm laws. Do you believe you are now in a minority? Would it be fair to say that a majority of the farmers want MSP guarantee to be in the law or in some written assurance that they can trust?
See, my organization is the one which filed case in Supreme Court in 2011 for implementation of Swaminathan Committee report. In that particular case, Modi government filed an affidavit in 2015 saying that MSP is not possible. But before that, the point is Congress itself has implemented Swaminathan report from 2007 to 14. Now the question here is, Swaminathan report and many other reports earlier like Sarath Joshi and others, we have been advocating for investments, technologies and other reforms in agriculture for a simple reason. Look at in India, we produce 310 million tons of fruits and vegetables. Now what is the processing? It is not even 1 or 2%. You look at oil seeds, pulses and cotton and other things, the processing is less than 2-3%. Today, the so-called MSP issue, they were there for last 30-40 years and announced, but basically it is only for rice, wheat, I mean, that also limited quantity, whatever is produced in Punjab, Haryana, Andhra Pradesh, here and there. Today, the question which we are asking ourselves is these reforms are useful for vegetables, fruit processing, for example, value addition to oil seeds, value addition to cotton, for example, turmeric and chilies, can you convert them Olorosians? Can we directly establish?
So is there a divide? So is there a divide between, are you saying that even now, are you saying that there is a divide between rice and wheat farmers and other farmers of other cash crops?
Yes, you have come to the right point. The question today is, MSP was basically for cereals in the last 30-40 years. That also for a limited extent to maybe 10%. Now the question which we have to ask him, we are also seriously discussing, if the Prime Minister is, the Agriculture is discussing in Delhi today with farmers leaders about MSP and reforms, we have also demanded Prime Minister that he should discuss with us also. We are cotton farmers, we are chili farmers, turmeric farmers, vegetable farmers, and other we are cultivating umpty number of crops. The entire cereal production in this country is only 9 to 10%. Rest 90% is other crops which requires value additions and other processing, wherein the investment will come. Government is not purchasing fruits and vegetables. Now, at the same time, the processing is not there. Now, what is the way out? I can't expect government to procure chilies, make powder and distribute it to the whole country. We want reforms for the simple reason it will have value addition, it will get investments, it will have marketing, it will have branding. Today, we are getting Californian apples. We can make out traceability. We have 21 million tons of mango and you don't even export 20,000 tons. It's a shame on our country because we don't have infrastructure, we don't have technology, we won't have these things. Now, these things are not possible for government. This is only possible by private sector or corporate sector, Indian. So therefore, we want reforms. We want reforms in terms of what? Not MSP alone. As far as Punjab is concerned, perhaps yes, we can discuss with Prime Minister.
I take your point.
But what about me? What about me? 90% of us producing all other crops. What are we to do with our produce? There is no value addition. There is no MSP. There is no procurement. In the last 78 years, they never gave me minimum support price.
Mr. Singh, you want to respond? Mr. Singh, you want to respond to what Mr. Chengal Reddy is effectively suggesting that it can't be a small, effectively what he is saying, a small group of farmers, he claims small group of farmers cannot dictate terms for all. Let negotiations take place with various farmers. This should be all embracing reforms, not certain vested interests deciding what is good for them.
Radhip, that is a different issue altogether. The government, it's their prerogative. They can call me, call him, call anyone. That's their prerogative. Let's not talk about that. What Mr. Chengal Reddy said right now as such is on his petition in 2015, there was an affidavit by this current government that said, okay, we can't take it. But what he's not told everyone as such is in 2014 manifesto, BJP has clearly written it will introduce C2 plus 50%. What is C2? It's a comprehensive cost. What Swaminathan said, including rental value, including interest and loans, including depreciation on capital, implements, bullocks, etc., infrastructure. Now, this is, if the BJP has come on this promise today, it is going on the reforms, what the Congress said. Why can't the BJP first implement what they said? It's a very clear thing. Then, for a start, even if it is the 23 crops, let's start that, Mr. Chengal Reddy. Let there be MSP and a guarantee to buy. The private players will be buying it, not the government. If Adani and Ambani comes in, we have no problem. But let them buy the minimum price, because the minimum price is actually on the basis, it's actually on the basis of the input cost, which determines the minimum support price. Diesel, we have fertilizer, minimum labor, electricity, pesticides. That is what determines minimum support price. And can we have minimum over minimum? You just heard people in Maharashtra, in Madhya Pradesh, in Uttar Pradesh, the paddy this time after this law has gone for, instead of 1868 per quintal, it's being selling for 800, 900,000. If this law has failed, it can't protect people, then throw it away. That's what we are saying.
Okay. I've heard both you. I wish I had more time with the two of you. Maybe we'll get you again on another day, because this will continue.
Very well.
This debate isn't ending. This is a moment where Indian agriculture is at the crossroads in a way, and the question is the way ahead. And we'll try and get Chengal Reddy, Mr. Singh and others possibly in a round table in the days ahead.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.